I am pleased that our friendship has led to deeper cooperation between the Kenya Defense Forces and the Royal Jordanian Armed Forces, and our cooperation is underpinned by our common interest. Together, we must fight against emerging security threats, particularly those associated with terrorism, which affects both our nations. Last year, Your Majesty, you spoke to the European Union Parliament. You made yourself perfectly clear. Our world faces an assault by terrorists with ruthless ambition and whose motive is not faith. We know their interest is power, pursued by ripping countries and communities apart in sectarian conflicts. Our own experience as Kenya supports this conclusion. We know that the terrorists are not driven by religious idealism, but rather by a lust for power and hatred of those who prefer pluralism and democracy. We who are committed to these ideals must have the courage to stand up for them. And, Your Majesty, we will. This is not a fight of our making. It was brought to us. And both Kenya and Jordan have suffered acts of terror from these groups. We have learned that these threats respect no boundaries. But shared threats call upon shared responses. And that is why Jordan and Kenya stand together now, ready to defend the principles that we hold dear. Equally, both Kenya and Jordan play host to hundreds of thousands of refugees, proof of the hospitality of our peoples. Together, Jordan and Kenya appreciate the magnitude of these challenges. And that is why we signed the Memorandum of Understanding in Defense Cooperation in 2015, which continues to guide the engagement between our two forces in matters ranging from disaster management to mutual military training and from counterterrorism to humanitarian assistance. It is these forms of cooperation amongst friends that prove the strength of our relationship and the tenacity of our resolve to meet emerging security challenges.